Right now, I'm still up. I have been trying to go to sleep since 7 p.m. after trying to insist upon many emails to keep my life in order. Otherwise, I will be homeless or not have any resources. I have no food. My refrigerator has zero food. I've been neutralized by the insistences, embarrassingly, of human trafficking. I literally have this instance happen before. I have to go to the hospital to use, and it starts with a G type of reading, GS or GR aspect. My urine is darker. I've had ketamine placed inside of my drink. It's a date rape drug to keep me awake as an aspect, and look at the effects of ketamine and its uses in this aspect so that I'm kept awake. I only got 1 day of sleep. During this week, I've been kept up for 6 days. These are torturous aspects. I've been kept up for 2 weeks at one point. It's not insistent upon the chain of custody to take this bottle of water that's inside of my refrigeration space. I will have to go get a test. You can't even use a simple blood test that can be shown. It will show under the meter to what is detected at a hospital. You have to ask for a GSGR, and it's 2 more letters. I don't have the specifics right now. I'm just a bit tired of this and having to expel it. This has been a common practice, even at the times aspect of law enforcement. You can pick up the cell tower insistence right now and device IDs to insist upon respondents in the area by doing cell tower dumps to law enforcement to check for my validity of respondents, especially in the aspect where if anyone else that this goes on to, and I hope that it doesn't, that they try to gaslight you or insist that you are crazy and you go get a blood test reading at an emergency room, you will need to ask specifically, especially if you're using your insurance at a hospital, for the reading test, and use your Google, and I have to as well, that starts with a G aspect, and have them take a sample of your hair. This is the way to detect this instance that is under the decibel of this insistence, so as to make it unnoticeable or traceless of the crime. These aspects have been starving me, so as an insistence G, relegate your appetite, and understand how many aspects of club insistences use this drug to not be hungry. As in the aspects of earlier, I stated that I was starving. There is no food in my refrigeration. These aspects are trying to torture me. As in the aspects to pick up with the tower data right now and proxy, if I'm crazy, then why are these aspects directly in proxy to me? They're device IDs that can be kept by subpoena of the cell tower insistences for about 3 to 7 years. Anything outside of this is negligence and gross negligence towards a vulnerable population. This enacts the TVPA insistence of human trafficking, a violation of the state towards its insistences with United Nations aspects. I would love relocation. No one deserves inhumane treatment. Everyone deserves food, and everyone deserves sleep, especially when you are a cancer survivor. This is insane, but this is what I go through. I'm also being blocked so that my videos don't reach the entire community. So if those of you who do see this and can help and promote this, I'm not asking to receive your clout. I would never want to even have exposure. I'm very private. I'm being forced to expose and expel myself. Therefore, this is an assistance of exploitation as well. I've never asked for much. But if my immunity is trying to heal itself, I cannot be kept awake for days and days by torturous aspects. Since Hurricane Harvey, I have been trafficked because of being inside of hotels in which the entire city that we reside had to live in because of a disaster, and I lost everything. And so being on public Wi-Fi access and being unassuming populations, these deceptive trade practices, excuse my speech, I've just tried to wake up out of slumber, have been insisted upon not only myself, but in particularly for myself during hotel living, and has caused me to be a target for these aspect years in regards to trafficking. It can happen to men, it can happen to women, and this happened to me. It is still happening. Trafficking is a relentless task. The human is a recyclable commodity in the aspects of trafficking. If they don't insist upon you aspecting to take drugs, expecting for you to sell drugs, aspecting to you to take prescription medications, aspecting to sell prescription medications, aspecting to be a sex worker, aspecting to buy sex workers, then they're going to traffic your organs. A recyclable commodity. Please help to promote this video or add it onto your feed, as I won't get much exposure. Some of these videos that is the evidence. I myself can garner an audience. But there are man in the middle attacks, and in particular, media stations in this city and other aspects in cooperation. This is how corporate espionage exists, by persons concealing themselves within corporate structures to insist upon anonymity, thinking that it will only garner a civil tort and that their criminal aspects are absolute, but that is not the case. You will lose your journalist aspect licenses. The entire company structure will be insisted upon treble damages towards myself and any others that this is happening to. And if it is, you need to respond to your law enforcement or make a report. This is how this aspects over a network and gets the DOJ involved instead of any compromised enforcement locally that could be a part of a fraternal order such as FOP or any other fraternity. And directly when you're involved in this aspect, it directly insists of organized criminal activity. And it's one charge degree, at least in this state, higher. When someone tells you about trafficking, don't dismiss it completely. It is very integrated, and people not only that are in normal aspects, but within working structures, wholeheartedly cooperate for the insistence of a payday. Have a good night.